Who came up with these names? Sergeant Major Surrender? That's just ridiculous. Anyway, here we are, talking about surrender. And this is where I get to. You know, this is the place that I get to after I've been in this place of, it's all happening, the world is amazing, yes, yes. No, you can't fucking do anything, you're hopeless, you're worthless. And then going into this place of just going, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm sitting here trying to manipulate everything that's happening and trying to make it happen and then stop it from happening and then trying to make it happen and trying to stop it from happening. And it's like, you're driving me mad, man. Just let go. Just let go. And recognize that I can't make it happen. I can't make it happen. And I can't stop it from happening. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. And, you know, this... there is such richness in surrender. And there is a huge difference between giving up and surrendering. Because giving up is saying, no, I step away, I give up. Surrendering is going, I'm open. What is meant to be will be. I think there's a song, someone dancing in the hills with that. Anyway. Idiot. And just going, all right. I accept that this is showing up as it's showing up right now here before me. And I'm going to make the most of what is by just being as present as I can be and trying to get out of the way. You know, there's the analogy that they talk of, you know, being the hollow bamboo and the life force traveling through, and, you know, that we are consciousness having a human experience and all of that stuff, which is just get out of the friggin' way, man. Just get out the way and allow life to step into you. And this reminds me of a really beautiful story. Many of you have probably read or heard of this book of Elizabeth Gilbert and Eat, Pray, Love, right? And I was watching a TED Talk that she did afterwards, and she was talking about a whole range of things around creativity, but one of the beautiful aspects that I loved was she was talking about genius. And we have this analogy in our minds nowadays where a person is a genius. You know, they are a brainiac, they are Mensa, they are whatever, they're a genius, or whether they're an artist or a sports person or whatever, you know, they have this inherent quality of being a genius. Whereas in the past, people were a conduit for genius, that they allowed genius to come up and out and through them. It was like the genie was coming out of the bottle and they were just the container for it. And they allowed themselves to express God through life in one form or another. And that was witnessing genius in someone. There was no ownership of that. There was just being the conduit to be able to express that. And when I'm in this deepest place of despair through sabotage and really being in this place where the world feels so ridiculously heavy and confrontational and overwhelming, The analogy that I see sometimes, I see emotion around me. I see my emotion and I see it as waves of water, walls of it, just from all directions coming and about to crush me, and I can just feel the weight of it. Until I recognize that I am water, I am life, I am essence, and it can't crush that. We just merge. And what was coming at me is me. And I can breathe again. I can really just breathe and let go and say thank you. Thank you for the ability to have life expressed to me with such dynamics that it is blatantly clear that the stories that I tell myself become so defined, so profound, so in my face, that there is no escaping the message. There is no escaping this story that I tell myself, that the universe is telling me, that this bullshit that I get caught up in. And I can surrender and relax and allow it to be as it is. Because there is nothing else other than it is as it is. And it is awesome. And it is freedom. And it is my lifestyle. This is how I live. Day to day. Moment to moment. Breath by breath. Coming into myself. As much as possible getting out of the way so that life can come up and out and through me. And down and in and through me. And I can just be a puppet, a muppet, playful being of life that just goes, sure, if this is what we're doing. Not out of any force, not out of any restriction, but just being driven by life, because that's where it pulls me. And this is the essence, I believe, of magnificence, is when life starts to pull into creation. And I'll talk more about magnificence tomorrow. So, in deep surrender, I am yours, the service of love and gratitude for showing up. If you've made it here to video number 4, I have so much gratitude for you right now. Thank you. It means so much to me. Have an awesome day. You so deserve it.